This is your brain on Instagram. The effects of social media on the brain. So you ask the question, why would people do such a thing? You know why? Because Instagram, social media specifically, social media, but Instagram specifically, social media affects and affects your brain similar to what? Drugs. Drugs. Okay, so let's say like you take drugs, right? You know what I'm saying? Whatever drug it is. You know what I'm saying? What's happening is you're flooding your brain with dopamine. Dopamine is the happy feeling, like you just accomplished something, you just met a beautiful girl, you just finished a project, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a feeling of accomplishment. It's a wonderful feeling, right? And so those receptors get hit. So when you're on drugs, boom, you hit those receptors, blah 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 blah, and then so obviously, like in life, we don't stay happy. So in life, you know what I'm saying, we get happy, we flood with dopamine, and then it's cool, then you relax. But what happens if you're constantly flooding your brain with dopamine? Now the chemistry of your brain begins to change, right? All right, so let's look at here. It says they said psychology. Comparison is the thief of joy. Okay. University of Pennsylvania studied how social media causes the fear of missing out. So we know that. So think about this, the fear of missing out, and then add that to the hood. Add what hood niggas of the fear of missing out. Okay, so now you see your ops, or think of P&B Rock. Think of P&B Rock. So you got a hater at the house. You feel me? You got a hater at the house looking at, you know what I'm saying, just looking on Instagram, and he has a fear of missing out. He sees a nigga popping, so he sees P&B Rock flicking him off. He sees him with his girl. You know what I'm saying? He see all of that. But he has FOMO. Okay, let's continue. The researchers tracked participants. Okay, they said that after 3 weeks, the participant who limits social media say they feel less depressed and lonely than people who had no social media limits. So basically, the more social media you are on, the more depressed you are. Sorry about that. Psychologist Melissa Hunt led the study. She explained, using less social media than you normally would leads to significant decreases in both depression and loneliness. All right. So what's happening? So on Instagram, niggas is what? Lonely, depressed, feeling bad. It's almost the worst place for you to stunt on niggas. It's probably the worst place. Hunt suggests that the reason for feeling depressed after spending too much time on social media boils down to comparison. When viewing someone else's curated life online, it's easy to see their perfect pictures and to think their lives are better than yours. So what I want to do, Ben, is put it within the concept of criminals, gang members, okay, the streets, and how they're using it, and how we need a code. We need a whole new code of how to use Instagram, because you know what I'm saying? Because when P&B Rock and these people die, it's finally we're talking about how Instagram is the effect of it. So once again, so think about that. So the guy's depressed, he has a fear of missing out, and he's looking at P&B Rock, right? He's looking at P&B Rock, but guess what? That's not the real P&B Rock. You feel me? That's not the real P&B Rock. You know why? Because the image that P&B Rock is putting on Instagram is curated. It's curated. It is the best of him. It is not who he truly is. Hold on one second. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I was looking for TMZ. TMZ, P&B Rock. All right, I just want to show you. I know we've seen it before, but I just want to show you the The taunting. Just want to show you the taunting. Okay? So he's on one end, and we see it all the time on Instagram, so we know what's going on. So he has the jewels, right? He's flicking them off like he. So you gotta remember the guy that's on the other end is broke. He's like, right. The more time he spends on Instagram, he's lonely. He's depressed. And so basically, what I'm trying to say is, this is the worst place to taunt people. It's just, this is why these people are picking up the gun and they're going to shoot these people, dog. It starts putting it starts putting a different perspective on it. Like, obviously, like, I would never do no shit like that, right? Now, physiology, brain chemistry, leaving us craving more likes. Now, yeah, his girl wanted that clout, absolutely. So let's look at it from the other perspective, right? Like somebody just said, it goes both ways. So let's look at the other way. So neuroscience are studying the effects of social media on the brain and finding out that positive interactions, such as people liking your tweet, stuff like that, liking your shit on Instagram, triggers the same kind of chemical reaction that caused by gambling and recreational drugs. You hear that? Neuroscientists is basically saying, when you get likes and that kind of shit, that is the same. That's a drug. It's a buzz. That's a buzz. So you wonder why these girls are on Instagram all day. They're getting high. They're getting high. According to Harvard University, when you get a social media notification, your brain sends a chemical messenger called dopamine, what makes you feel good. Dopamine is associated with food, exercise, love, sex, gambling, drugs. That's Venus. Junkies, dog. And now social media. All right. Spending too much time on social media isn't just a bad habit. It can have real consequences. Science shows that we are basically carrying around little dopamine stimulators in our pocket, and it's not surprising that we are constantly distracted by our phones. There's a TED video that explains that we really aren't multitasking. We're doing a terrible job. Just like a gambling or substance addiction, social media addiction involves broken reward pathways in our brain. Social media provides immediate rewards in the form of attention from your network for minimal effort, for a quick thumb tap. All right, so now you have now you have the brothers, you know what I'm saying, who is, they're addicted to this shit. Niggas is always on here. Bah, 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 bah. Yo, man, let's be for real, dog. Let's be for real. You know how if social media affects the brain like drugs, right? Then that means we have a society of fiends that are undiagnosed. You see the problem here? We have a whole society, we have a whole culture who is dope fiends and dope heads and don't even know about it, right? So basically, like this is the wild west right now. I'm telling you guys, I believe in like 15 years, we're gonna have way better policies, way better institutions. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, because places in like China, the children are limited to how much phone they can have. They can't have like a gang of phone. Yeah, man. You said it's been this way since MySpace? I guess so, but the smartphone is different, though. Now we got the smartphone constantly on us. And then another thing, it's been like that since MySpace, but except that Instagram is specifically designed to keep you addicted. Like, MySpace didn't have the forever scroll. When they created that forever scroll, that's how they fucked the game up. Nigga, the forever scroll fuck the game up, nigga. You scrolling forever, dog. Niggas, yo, go to the mall. Niggas is scrolling, dog. Go to the club, scrolling. You know what I'm saying? Go to anywhere, niggas is scrolling. Niggas is scrolling, dog. Dude, niggas is scrolling, bro. Scrolling down a river, right? All right. So, So we know women not only want attention, but they need attention, right? So Instagram is all designed based on on attention, right? So, all right, social media proves immediate rewards in the form of attention for minimal effort. So remember in our generation, sisters used to get dressed and then they go to the club to get the attention, right? Now it's so much easier. Now they get dressed and they take a picture. That's it. They don't even go nowhere, dog. You know what I'm saying? They don't even go nowhere. Therefore, the brain rewires itself, making you desire likes, retweets, emojis, applause, and so on. This shit is rewiring our brain. According to TED, 5 to 10% of internet users are psychologically addicted and cannot control how much time they spend